Okay, I have to show this. I did not show the process of me pulling the engine because I had already taken so much off the engine and out of the engine bay that it just would have been pointless to show it. So, but just a couple of things I want to point out real quick. I started pulling this engine yesterday, right? And when I started yesterday, it took me about 5 hours because I was working from morning time all the way to like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. ish. And I think I started at like 10 a.m., something like that. So I was doing it all day pretty much. And I could not get this thing to come off with the prop shaft. I could not get it to come off. And I struggled with it for so long. It got on my fucking nerves. So I left yesterday mad as fuck. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try a different way. So before I had the hood on. And I was like, today, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the hood off and then pull it from the front because I was trying to yank it forward, like under the hood, pulling this way on the engine. I was pulling on the water pump, stuff like that. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna pull, from the actual crane this way. And then it worked. I pulled it like 5 good times and it came off. So you need a way to pull the engine forward off of that prop shaft. You have to pull the engine forward. So my recommendation is before you take the hood off, put some type of like cardboard. You know when you lift the hood up and there's like a little gap right here, right? Put something down here like cardboard or a pillow or something like that. I put this, but just put something thick. It'll take up that space that's right there, right? And then what you do is when you undo these hood bolts, trace them. I don't know if you can see, but I traced them with a marker before I took it off. And I just traced both bolts. And I traced this middle part right here. I traced this too, but that's gonna be on the hood part. You'll see the marker on there. But just trace it real good. You can clean it off. I didn't clean it off, but definitely clean it off. So that way when you put it back together, you'll know how it's supposed to be on there. And then go ahead and pull the hood off. It has a soft top in the underside of it, so you can just slide it over your roof if you want. Or if not, you can put it somewhere else, but I say just do this. Or you can get like a big ass towel and then slide it over your roof. But you can do it by yourself. It's not hard. It's very light. So also when you do it, get something like this. Not like this, but you get something that raises the height of the hood on the little before it latches in. That way when it's off, the whole thing will be up from here and from over there, and then you can just pick it up and go like that. Because once you loosen these up, these shocks will push the hood up. So that pressure is gonna be a little weird. But anyways, take the hood off, pull it from the front. I did not use a load leveler. I'm not going to use a load leveler. I have one, but turns out the one I bought didn't have like the little hooks or whatever and the little things that you can use to bolt to the engine. So couldn't use it. So I had to basically just use this by itself with the crane. This is a Harbor Freight crane, 2-ton, I think, right? Yeah, 2-ton crane. It comes with the 8-ton shock thingy and whatever else had some ratings on there too. I forgot what it was. Something else had a rating on here. I forgot. Oh no, it was a low leveler. This is the heaviest one. I used the one furthest out from the side of the engine. You can see how much space I have, especially when you remove the wheel. And this can move around too. So you can be this close, you can be this far. You don't even have to be all the way in. You can also use this from the front, going that way. That might be the best way to do it. But I was like, I'd have to have the crane halfway out of the garage to use it. As you can see, this whole piece would be out of the garage. Didn't want to risk that, so figured I'd just do this. But you can probably do it. Just put something behind it. It probably works well. You can use those little things. I have them right there. Things that stop your wheels. Probably use it on those. That way it work too. But anyways, yeah, pull it out. A recommendation number 2, take the heads off before you pull it. You don't have to, but I recommend you do it. Especially if you know like what you want to do with the engine or something like that. It's easier to do it with the heads off. Trust me, it's way easier to do it with the heads off. I'm not joking. I did the belt housing way. So I separated it from the belt housing. You can see one of the little nipple thing right there. You have the bolt locations over here. So on this, you have one right there, one right there. You have the same mirroring on the other side, and you have 2 at the bottom. So you have one right here, that you can't really see, but you have one right there. You can see the bolt sticking through still a little loose. One right there, where I'm pointing at, my fingers at it. That hole right there, the little dark spot, that's where the, this what you call it thing goes. This is a like little aligning dowel pin, that's where that goes. You have the mirroring bolts locations on the other side, and you have a top one right here. There's a top one right here. I'll go over here and show you. Excuse the mess. There's a top one that's like right here where my finger is, but it goes right there. You could even see the bolt right there, but that's where it goes. Then you have two at the bottom that are really easy to get to. Recommendation, drop the subframe a little bit. I didn't take it all the way out of the car. I saw somebody do it without doing that. So what I did was, I took the front all the way off, right? Then I just left the back on with a few threads just hanging pretty much. It's the same on the other side. I moved the alternator bracket out the way, so you see those little holes right there? That goes with the power steering shit. That's hooked up to the alternator bracket. That's the stupidest shit ever, by the way. I hate the fact that that whole system is within that same bracket. It's really fucking annoying. You gotta get this out the way. If you don't, then move the radiator out the way. One of these has to go because it's gonna be in the fucking way. It's gonna piss you off. Water pump can stay on. You can use it to pull. You can use it for leverage, especially if you're pulling from the side. But as you can see, you get plenty of space from the harmonic balancer, you know, the power steering rack when you do it like this. Yes, then you need to take off the bolt that's on the prop shaft. So what you do is, I'll go under here and I'll show you. I forgot what size the bell housing bolts are. I think they are a 13 millimeter or I think they're 15 millimeter. It's one or the other. It's 15 or 13, but let me stop the recording. I gotta turn the flashlight on, so hold on. Okay. Got our flashlight on, so let me slide under here. I'm on the passenger side of the car, as you can see. Passenger side. You're just gonna slide under, and when you get here, there's a piece. Hold on. This, when you come under here, automatic transmission, sorry, this is gonna be sitting right here. Just peel it out with your nail, yank it out, and there's the shaft in there. You need to get in there with a size 10 hex, like socket or whatever. And there's a prop shaft in there. It's all the way back there. Oh, fuck. My flashlight turned off, sorry, but there's a prop shaft in there. It's all the way back. I can like post a picture of it in somebody else's forum. But you need to rotate the engine to where that bolt is facing downward, and then you can get in there with like a long socket, an extension, and then loosen it up with that size 10 hex. Once you loosen that up and it's spinning freely, you can loosen it enough to where you just push it back all the way off so it's out the way. It's all the way back there. You can't really see it. Hold on, let me put my phone up in there if I can. Okay, I don't know if you can see anything, but I'm just hoping that you can. I don't know what you can see though. But anyways, if you did see it, it's over there. I just moved it out the way. Loosen that up. Take two M10 1.5 55 millimeter or longer. These are 70 millimeters. I just used them anyway. Torque them down to 26 foot-pounds. I went to 25 and I took it to 26. Just do both of these. There's plugs right here. They go right here. Just pull them out with your fingers. Twist these in and torque them down before you do all of it. This should be like done like first, like before you even start touching anything. It keeps whatever's in here stable, and you can start doing this. Transmission lines. Make sure that these are unhooked from the oil pan. My oil pan is shattered. You can't really see it, but it's completely shattered up there. So this wasn't even hooked up, right? Also, make sure you have your oil pan on. It helps you pick everything up, support the weight, because you got to support the weight of this. You got to support the weight of this, and the weight of the, subframe too. So I have a motorcycle jack that was holding the oil pan part of the engine. Then I have this jack that was holding this. You can use as much shit as you want. Just have more tools than you need. It's better to have more jacks, better to have more lifts, better to have more whatever than less. So if you worried about buying a motorcycle jack to use for this, or buying some other jack or stand, just fucking do it, bro. Trust me, just do it. Also, engine mounts, just take them off of the engine, off the block. This is one of them. It bolts up right there. Just take it off the block. It's a lot easier to get this shit moving forward when nothing's in the way. So just take it off. As you can see actually, you can see the other part of the back of the subframe. I just have it on the bottom bolts. That little space right there, it's perfect. If you want, you can leave a jack stand under the subframe, just in case something happens here, falls or whatever, you can do whatever, but yeah, that works too as well. These motorcycle jacks are nice. I got a little cheap one. See how it goes up? It comes down. Pretty nice. It comes with a socket too, or thingy. It comes with one of these. I think this is a 21 millimeter for mine. It's probably the same for a lot, but anyways, we finally got it separated. It took me, fuck man, it took me so long. Oh, you can see it from here actually. So that's it right there. That's what I was talking about. See if I can get it to focus. Come on, focus up. Come on, hold on. Let me switch it up if I can. No. It's back there though, that thing right there, yes. See that little bolt? Yes, it's gonna be all the way up on here, like closer to there in the front part. Gotta twist the engine around to loosen it, to get to the bolt where it's facing down, like how it's facing now. And you can reach in there and undo it, pretty much. But yeah, that's it. We can finally get the engine out of the car. So, starter, never took it off with its wires. I just took it off the engine and left it hanging. You can still see the starter bolts that are screwed into the block, or the one right there. That's all I did. Unbolted it, let it hang. It's also easier to leave the engine connected to the bell housing first and leave all of this stuff connected here. And then once you drop the subframe down, you lower everything with this like motorcycle jack, and you can get to all the top bell housing bolts a lot easier. I should probably show those, I'm sorry. So as you can see, some bolt holes up there. They actually hold wires too. There's some on this side too. I'm sorry, I'm not in the best position, so I can't really show y'all everything, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. See how I messed up my fucking engine mount? See that? Yeah, because it was, when I was lowering it and raising it over and over again, it was hitting on this AC compressor. Even though it was disconnected from the block, it kept coming down and hitting that. So now I gotta buy a new like engine mount, but it shouldn't be too bad to buy. If not, I might even reuse that one. It's not a big deal anyway. It's still gonna do its job, so it's whatever. I might just bend that shit back down and fucking reuse it. But I'll probably just buy another one. They're not that expensive. So here we are. We finally got this bitch out. Yes, 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 yes. Make sure everything's clear for the most part. Drop that down. We'll drop this hose down. And we'll get this a little out the way. I can just kind of go on the inside of this probably. Come on. Everything's good on this side. You can kind of see my oil pan. Yeah, it's fucking shattered. I'm gonna make a separate video to show all the carnage here, but looks like we're good to go though. Yeah, you see when you take the engine mount off of the fucking engine block, bro, there's so much space right here. For real. So definitely do that if y'all are ever questioning. Just take that motherfucker off, bro. Or you can leave them bolted up to the subframe, but just bolt it from the block. It's so much easier. And it's probably good to just take them out of the subframe and then bolt them up to the new block, and then, or put it back on when you put the same one back in, and then you just lower it down onto the subframe. That might work too, but right, let me just. All right, let me look back here. I know I'm still on that subframe. All right, looks like we got to pull it forward now. Yes, it's probably easier to take the radiator out and all that stuff too, but I didn't do it. I just left it how it was. Pay attention to these transmission lines right there, those little silver ones next to the harmonic balancer pulley. My finger's gonna point to them right there, and then the other one right there. They hook up to the radiator, which is right, the top one's right here, this hard line. Then the bottom one is like down there. You can just maybe see it. Oh shit, maybe not actually. You can kind of see it running over there. But anyways, that's where they hook up to, and those are the same lines right there. The silver ones that are now under the block that were next to the sensor, those are those. You ain't gotta remove them, just make sure you're not kinking them and hitting them, you know what I mean? And you should be good from there. So we're about to hit the cowl over there. I'm just gonna get as high as I can. And then I'm gonna go take a look. I can tell I'm touching the bell housing with something. See? Touching the bell housing with the little prop shaft thing. So now I'm gonna pull it forward again to get it out the way. I'm just gonna move this as far forward as I can and go from there. And it looks like we're still gonna hit it. So this is where you would angle the engine with the load leveler, and you would angle it this way and then just lift it out like that and then straighten it back up and drop it down. But I don't have one, so I'm just gonna keep doing this with one hand until I get it out. So I'm going to physically move this way, which is a little hard because I'm hitting that jack down there, so I can't really like rotate it how I want, but I think we'll still get it out. See how we got a little more space now? So I'm gonna lift it up and see if it'll just kind of nick that edge and just kind of go around it. So looks like it might. I think it just cleared it. Yep, I think it just nicked it. Yep. That's what I was hoping for. Just wanted to nick it and go right around it. Okay. Let's continue. Looks like we're good here in the front. Yeah. All right, so now we got, what do you call that thing? I forgot what you call that big ass thing. Flywheel or whatever, I don't remember, but about to hit over there. So let me see if I can just maneuver this some more this way. So I will take this and pull it more towards the front. I do want to hit all of that. That's the goal. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yeah, it looks like we're gonna clear pretty good. Yeah, it's just gonna nick that edge. Remember this kind of goes in anyway, so that's good. Let's keep on going. Yeah, it would be a lot easier if this radiator was not in the way. You could just pull it all the way forward, but it's okay. Oh yeah, we're hitting it already actually. You can see. So let me see how it looks if I move it. Oh, that's good, perfect. Perfect. All right. It's gonna be a bitch to get the other one in, or just this shit back in. But it just goes to show that when I was pulling this out for the first time ever, if you have the knowledge, you can get it out a lot easier than not. So there we go with that. All right, let's go a little higher if we can. Look at this shit hitting right here. Just screw this in real quick. It was hitting right there, you see? But now I'm just gonna yank this forward again. And I'm gonna keep on lifting. So I can see it kind of touching the cowl over there. Only because I can't tilt this, that's why it's doing that. All right, so now we're fully over the cowl, but we gotta watch out for the prop shaft later. So we have plenty of space on this side. So I'm gonna do a nice little trick to get it away from that jack stand that's stopping me from moving, and I'm actually moving the fucking jack stand now. So, cause I want the jack stand to hold up the bell housing, and I am currently moving it by accident. So I'm going to pull this hoist back like this towards me to get it more towards this side. I think we're gonna catch in the front here, probably. It's okay though. Won't be hard to slide around that. All right. I think we're gonna hit the back here now. And we are, yes. So I'm gonna have to, having a load leveler would be way fucking easier, but see if I can like angle this or something, cause this is gonna get in the way. Let's see if I can angle it here. I'm just gonna hit now. push it with my hand to like twist it and then pull it out like that. Oh, we got it. We're out. We're out. All right, perfect. We're out. Not too bad. Check it out. LS3 engine. Oh, it's a bitch getting this off. This prop shaft goes all the way in. It's a monster getting it off. It's damn near like to the edge of the bell housing. You see, it's like maybe an inch or like 3/4 of an inch away from the edge of the bell housing. So it goes out pretty far. It goes all the way through here. It's a monster. But I got it. I got it. Oh. Ready to see some damage? Because I am. Let's go ahead and lift it out. Get it all the way out of here. So you don't need a load leveler that much, but you do need, you know, something. So you see that hole? Probably didn't even notice it if you don't know these engines. This is a hole. Look at this, look how big this hole is. This is supposed to be block and oil pan right here. Look at the front of the oil pan, gone. Look at the piece of the front of the oil pan. Look at this. It's fucking carnage, bro. People don't believe me when I tell them like what happened to this thing. Like it was brutal. I don't even know what went here. I don't know what the fuck went here. This might have been, actually I don't know what goes here. I don't know what this is or what this is for. I'm not sure, or whatever. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, you know? Oh man, look at that. You see this a lot better now? Let's give y'all some more light. Hold on. Sorry about that. Wrong way. Alright, that's good. Okay. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Wow. Just completely scoring. Look at all that cracking right there. The whole thing is just fuck. It just might even. This thing is gonna be an ornament, but let's get it out so I can really show y'all. I don't know if I showed y'all, but I'm using it on the 1/2 ton bolt, which is the last one. 2 ton, 1.5, 1. I'm using this one. This engine weighs about like 500 pounds all put together with everything. I think it's without oil or something like that, or maybe with oil, so. All right, I think we're gonna clear. So we might be able to go ahead and pull it completely out now. This harmonic balancer, I'm going to reuse. I'm gonna clean it, of course, but this shit is only like a month old. I'd be dumb not to reuse it, obviously. So it's gonna get reused. But now we can get all our sensors. Take our water pump off, clean it out, flush it. Take our front sensor off. Yeah, we can take all this stuff off now. But look at this. Look at the carnage. There's a whole oil pan missing here. Look at that. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Look at that, yo. Oh my god, dude. This is actually gonna make me cry. Like, I can't believe how bad this is. This is really bad. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I really am. Fuck, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. Let's see which block I have. Oh, I can't see it from here, damn. Maybe I can. Oh, here it is. I have 126217766. That's my first time ever seeing that block casting. I don't know what block casting that is. The other one I have is, I forgot actually, but I don't know. I've never seen that block casting before. Yeah, I don't know. Also, starter. Don't forget that little black, little plastic thing that goes in here for the starter. Don't forget that. It kind of like slides in there and the starter goes through it. Don't forget that. Do not forget that. So we're gonna reuse these sensors. I'm reusing that one. I'm reusing that one. And there's another one I think somewhere. I really wonder what this is. What went here? Let me see. Let me look at the AC thing. No, the AC bracket looks good. I'm not sure what went there. What was held up there? Oh, maybe it was the part that held the transmission lines. Right here, maybe. That's probably what it was. That's my dipstick part right there. So the dipstick goes. There it is. See that little black thing? Yeah, you gotta rotate the engine to have it facing down because it's gonna be positioned like this, clamped around this, right? Holding it tight onto that shaft. So you gotta position it down. And I think it's a 10, size 10, right? What does it say on here? I can't read what it says. All right. I will watch this video back and record and see how that went on. I might have flipped that around the wrong way, so I'll just watch the video back and fix it. I was recording vertical the whole damn time. Stupid, but I'm just putting these engine mount bolts back where they go. Just screwing them in so I can transfer everything over smoothly. I like this plug, looks pretty good. Okay, you can see all the dirt, carnage down here, so I'm gonna be spraying this out, cleaning everything out before I put this shit back together because this is just fucking disgusting. I don't like it at all. It's horrible, seriously. I hate it like this. It's so nasty in here because of this, so we got it out, man. We fucking got it out. Oh, man. Oh, you can see the bell housing bolts. So there's one at the top, right here. With the two on the side that hold wires. This top one holds wires, let's see. This one holds a wire, the top. That top one over there holds a wire, and then the bottom one doesn't hold anything. You can get to these two easy. These are a struggle. These are a struggle. This was a struggle. It's terrible, but yeah, you can get all to it easy. Oh yeah, disconnect the shaft, the drive shaft too. Lock the steering wheel. You can't really see, but I have like resistance bands that are holding on, wrapping through the steering wheel. Then I have them going under the seat, hooking onto the, not the bar that pulls it forward, but the other bar that's like there. I have it holding onto that. I think I have this door shut, yeah. I had to climb in and open it, but let's see if I can show you that. Oh, I can't really, actually. Maybe I can. I just gotta make sure I can get in here. Hold on. Ooh. You can see the resistance bands. So I have them wrapped around, and then they're running under the seat, holding onto this like thick piece of bar down there. That's how I got that. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this side. Control arms. Jack this up. Get the jack under here. Jack it up, lift it, obviously take the wheels off. And then you can undo these, boom, 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 boom. And then you can undo the shock too from down there. Boom, 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 boom. That's what this connects to. Good time to do coilovers if you want to too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do coilovers when I put it back together. The shims that go into here, do them all one by one. Loosen them all first, loosen them, and then pull the bolts out one by one. And then you'll count the shims that fall or whatever. If you can catch them, try with a magnet, but whatever, just count them. One goes here. On this side, just my passenger side, I had 1, 1, 2, 1. On the other side, I had, from the front, it was a 2, 2, 1, 1, I think. I also have them numbered, and I have them written down somewhere. Where did I put those? Oh, I'll put them in here. Oh, fuck, I locked the door. damn. There and there, you can see the bags. I have them written on the bag. You can actually kind of see the number on there. See that? 1-1. See that? 1, whatever. That's how I have it done on that. It's pretty easy to do. So, just pull it all the way out. All the way. All the way. Nice and smooth. We don't want no problems. See me hitting a little emergency thing. All right, she's out the way, so I'm just gonna turn this by pushing it with my foot and holding it. See, I'm pushing on my foot. Gonna go over the turf or tarp if I can, as much as I can. There we go. That's exactly what I want. So now you see how we're lined up. Just gonna push it forward some more. Just going real slow, making sure I'm fairly safe. All right. Now we're kind of a little bit off. Let's go a little further forward. A little further forward. All right. I want to line this up perfect right here. Perfect as I can get it. I know the quality is probably bad on this video. It's terrible, but it's whatever. I'm sorry for this. All right, we're getting fairly close. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how we're still going down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. And I'm gonna line up my little dolly how I want it. So let's bring this a little further over. And I'm gonna rotate this. It kind of wants to sit to the side like that if I can. This would be good to have another person here, but it's okay. And in case y'all are wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I already have another engine on an engine stand. And I don't have more than one engine stand, so. Okay, that looks like that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and drop her all the way down. Just kind of, yeah. Okay. And you can see it release. And there she is. She's all the way on, so I just tighten this back up towards the right. Make sure we're good. Yep. Perfect. Now I know we're fully released, so I'm gonna rock this a bit. And it looks pretty stable. Yeah. Go around to the front of it and rock it. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. That's all she wrote. She's done. Let's unhook it and let's get it where she needs to go. So that's perfect. So now I get the bow out by yanking this bad girl away. And now I get to show you guys the rest of it. All right, so as you can see, new engine's right here. And the block number that I have on here is different from the other one. So I have, oh, you can't really see it actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't really see it. It is, fuck, I'm sorry, I really can't even. 125847724. That's the one I have for here. That 766 I think is, I don't know what that is to be honest, but yeah, we just came for this tripod. So that way I can fucking see everything because I'm literally blind out there. Oh, damn, that shit does not want to come out. All right. Okay. When you get it in this position, you're gonna take it and pick it up, like straight up, just a tad bit. And that's gonna line up the hole. Just like that. I'm gonna take the other one in front, and then boom. Perfect. All right, other side. Take the safety pins out, or cotter pins, or no, they're not called cotter pins. I think they're just safety pins. Pull these out. Lift the whole thing up like that. Let's get it out the way for now. All right. And remember, just do a nice, smooth lift, as in 1, 2, 3. There you go. And you'll feel that. Put this one in front, and then put your safety pins back in. Boom. All right. And now, you can see that these legs don't go anywhere. Just take this, drop it all the way down. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna tighten it back up and then make sure it goes back up. Perfect. That's it. Put that in this little holster. I want to. Just like a burrito from Taco Bell, of course. And I'm just gonna take, I don't know, something like this, or maybe, or a little bit of weight. And we're gonna push. Boom. There she will live for now. Alrighty. That's it, y'all. We did it. We pulled the engine out. When this is done, this box is going away. It has like old headers and stuff in there. Original X pipe is in there. Original mufflers right there. I still have stock mufflers, but they're the MPP that's on the car. That was like the ones without the MPP from like a base or whatever. Got those right there. These are my headers. They're going back on. Old stuff over there, you know, front tires, whatever. But yep, she's ready to go. See how dirty this engine bay is from all the damage. Oil and power steering. Just need all to be cleaned out, but it's pretty fucking disgusting in here, I'm not gonna lie, but it's whatever. Nothing that can't be cleaned. So this might be a bitch putting this back on, but whatever. You can even see, it's weird. When you put those two bolts, you take those plugs out of the torque tube and you put those two bolts in there and torque them down to 26 foot-pounds. You can see it sticking through there right there, a little shiny metal sticking through. There it is right there. And I guess the other one's on the other side. And it's a good way to see how many bolts are in the bell housing. So, I mean, that hold on the torque tube. You can see, yeah, 1 right there, 2, 3 at the bottom, 4, and 5. So if you wanted to do it the torque tube way, where you took the bell housing off with the engine, whether this was still hooked up to the engine, but you lowered everything and got to all these bolts. Now you can see where you do it at. You'd have that bolt, that bolt, that bolt at the bottom. Boom, right there. That one right there. That one right there. See the little lining plugs, little dark spots? That's where the alignment goes. You still got to pull it off with a spline, but you know, if you want to pull the bell housing off with it, Because sometimes people say, oh, I can't really get to these bell housing bolts. It's so hard to get to, but I can get to these easier when I just lower everything a little bit. Sometimes it's true. So either way you want to go, you still got to get it off that bitch, and that's the bitch right there. Now that I have more knowledge and I can just take the hood off and pull it from the front, that's probably never going to give me an issue again. Now, putting this back on might be a bitch. But I think we'll be all right, though.